Wow, Papa's here once again, and today, yep, I got a bit of a failure build to showcase. Maybe I should title this, Here's a Build You Shouldn't Make, and here are the 15 reasons why. I know dozens, at least dozens of you have been asking what I've been up to, and here it is. The one and only 7 teachings cast on critical strike, but not really, just using the chest piece build, Elementalist. The reason why, in my opinion, this build failed is because the amount of currency I invested into this build is ridiculous, at least compared to my normal standards, that in this particular case, I just cannot, in good conscience, say, hey, make this build, this is fantastic. Because currently I'm running 11 power charges, 11 frenzy charges, and the damage is still lacking. I've had a really hard time doing tier 17s, so besides a few here and there, I've kind of skipped them, even though that's been the goal this whole time. This is only my second build of the league, and kind of sad that it didn't turn out better. Even though the PUB DPS sheet looks pretty good, something's missing, something's lacking. I can't quite put my finger on what it is. I've tried so many different variations. I've tried tweaking the build here and there. I tried throwing money at it, and no matter what I do, it's not super tanky. It gets one shot fairly often in tier 17s or against tough bosses, and then it doesn't do the damage, so it's not even like a glass cannon type of build. It's just an overall meh build. There are some neat interactions though, such as the Relikish Impatient Boots being nerfed this league, so what I had to do was come up with a way to get frenzy charges. Now there's 3 different ways, one of them having the charge gainage on your chest piece, but again we're using the 7 teachings, so I don't have that. The second way is using a affix on a ring, precursor emblem to be specific, where you get that 10% chance to get frenzy charge on hit. And lastly, and the way that I am doing it, is through Elegant Hubris Timeless Jewel. And even with all that, again, it's just not enough. Alright, so you can see here, everything powered up, about 22,000 evasion. Again, it feels good. 74, 75 block, feels great, amazing, awesome, until it doesn't and you get one shot. So anyway, here's the gear that I am using. Before I got my 8th or 9th power charge, I was using the Doriani's Fist, which was kind of cool, kind of neat, and it's definitely great when you're mapping, right? Because every time you kill a shocked enemy, which we do all the time thanks to our ascendancy, even though we're fully converted to fire, we get that 238 energy shield gained on killing said enemy. So very cool gloves, very good for mapping. However, the Surge Binders gave me another 10% more damage, and they just work perfectly because spell damage, physical damage, elemental, we want all those because we convert 100% of our physical damage to fire damage. Here's my nice ring. It was about, this was actually 1 divine. It cannot be ignited implicit. Thanks to my boots, my corrupted blood cannot be inflicted on me. And then my Pantheon grants me freeze immunity and less poisons on me. So I'm not really worried about most of the dot damage, and hence why I am not running a life flask. With that said, I am running that 28 life gainage on hit while using vitality, so that helps a ton. I even spend 10 divines on a +1 to max power charge, and again, just kind of costly. This was only few chaos, but 6 linking it myself with fusings was costly. Helm was 16 divines. A lot of these key pieces very, very expensive, and not a lot to show for it. Elegant Hubris, which grants me the gain frenzy charges on hit. I also have some much needed damage, cold resistance, and block attack. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time with another beautiful build. Hopefully. Since this one, a failure.